So today we're here with Nicole Newman-Colter, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about the drama ministry and about the plays that she's writing. I'm really excited to talk to her. Actually, she does not give a lot of interviews, so we're excited to talk to her today. So why don't you start off by telling us why you started the drama ministry?
Well, I was actually planning Super Sundays. And so in planning them, I wanted something a little different besides a normal church service. And we'd had the drama ministry years before, and I was like, well, it's time to, try something different so that I could kind of, give it more variety for Super Sundays. So that's how the drama ministry started again.
Okay. So now, how many plays have you guys done now?
This is the 5th one.
And do you feel that they've progressed or matured or?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the first ones we were, just started off, didn't really know what we were doing. We had the stage like all, dark. You remember what was it, Katrina's house?
Oh, yeah, it was very
dark. And then on the video,
you
could barely see people on the video. But it's, it's turned out really well. And, from our last play, Esther's Journey, out of our church, there's just been a lot of interest, and we had, a good number of people try out for this play. So, I think it's going really well.
So if you had to say where you would see the drama ministry, let's say in 10 years or 5 years even, where would you see us?
Oh, wow. I would love to, rent a theater and maybe do like a 3-day thing.
Wow,
or,
okay.
I would love to like take it on the road. Somebody had talked to me about maybe doing it at a national convention. I would love for us to get to that point where we could travel, and I would love to even maybe do a movie.
Really? Okay, now that you're really head first into it and you've started now picking like director, stage manager, I mean, I've noticed that you're really starting to get into it and you're reading books and everything. Do you feel like that this is your heart's desire or your passion? Have you found your niche? This is something that makes you happy?
Oh, definitely, because I'm very involved with the ministry. You know what? I would have to say I'm just as dedicated to Bo.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I really, really do love being in the drama ministry. But honestly, it does. When I'm in a project, it takes so much out of me. I mean, and usually, I mean, I'm not trying to speak anything, but I usually end up like getting sick after the plays.
Wow,
and
really?
Sometimes my mother will say, "I'll be glad when this play is over." So, because it really does take.
So it's almost like being pregnant with a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what?
And even though I'm not on stage, I'm just as the day of our performance, I'm just as nervous, as the actors are. Just praying for them that it goes over well, the message is conveyed.
Now, this is what I really have been dying to ask you. What made you want to start writing? Because it's a whole different thing when you say, okay, I want to do a play, but now I want to write. Are you drawing from experience, or are you just drawing simply from what God gives you? What is it that said to you, I want to write now?
Well, actually, it first started off, they have a lot of playwrights that have websites and they sell their material. So when we first started, we would just buy plays. But what ended up happening is that, if I didn't like something, I would change it up. And I ended up, changing the script so much, I was even embarrassed to tell the person we bought it from. Because, one of the guys was like, oh, I want to come out when you guys perform it. But I had changed that script so much, I was too embarrassed. To invite him, yeah. To say, because he'll be like, that's not my script.
Right, right.
And then I really got comfortable with the cast. I learned everybody's personalities. So I was like, okay, let me see if I could try to write something, because I thought if I know their individual personalities, then they'll be able to act better. Because I would really know how to cast for the part.
Exactly, exactly. Now, because this is a ministry, do you feel that obviously we know that God is most important, that is where you're drawing your inspiration from, but do you think that like your life experience as a pastor's daughter and all these things that you have seen, do those things now, do you take those into consideration when you write?
Most definitely.
Okay.
And really, now I even find myself, like, when people, because I know I have so many stories.
Right, exactly.
And then, people tell you things, but now I'm really keeping, like, a Rolodex. Just try to remember little things, that people tell me or something that I see happens. Because, when you are in a ministry, you see different things up close.
Right, exactly.
So I definitely pull from that. As a matter of fact, the character Rebecca, you know, I really.
You had a lot of people to pull from with that one, huh?
Oh my gosh!
Really?
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
that's
and I mean,
amazing.
you wouldn't think so because the character she's pretty off the hook.
But now, do you find that as a way to, since you have so much to draw from, is that a way to kind of like expose some of the things that happen in the church, not just in a negative way, but also for an informational way, and to say to people, okay, look, these are some of the things, now you may not see that this is how it looks, but this is how it looks on the bigger screen, because sometimes people don't know.
Actually, I don't, Kim.
Really?
If I've written that, I mean, I really, you know, feel like God gave that to
right,
me.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So, because even with The Devil Came to Church one Sunday, you know, some of the things in that play that, you know, almost really, came to pass was kind of scary to me. So,
but I think that's a part of the